Good morning, students. I am Dr.R.SUGANYA, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science with Cybersecurity. Today I am going to talk about vendor and computer forensic service. So there are computer forensic services like forensic incident response, evidence collection, forensic analysis, expert witness, forensic litigation and insurance claim support, training and forensic process improvement. Occurrence of cybercrime. So what all services that can be done for particular cybercrime like financial fraud, sabotage of data or networks, theft of proprietary information, system penetration from the outside and denial of service, unauthorized access by insiders and employee misuse of internet access privileges. Viruses, which are the leading cause of unauthorized users gaining access to systems and networks through the internet. Cyber detectives. Computer forensic, therefore, is a leading defense in the corporate world's armory against cybercrime. Forensic investigators detect the extent of cybersecurity breach, recover lost data, determines how an intruder got past security mechanism, and possibly identify the culprits. So, forensic experts always need to be qualified in both investigating in particular field, technical fields, and they have to be trained up in countering the cybercrime. So, fighting cybercrime with risk management techniques. So, the best approach for organizations wanting to counter cybercrime is to apply the risk management techniques. The basic steps for minimizing cybercrime damage are creating well communicated IT and staff policies, applying effective detection tools, ensuring procedures are in place to deal with incidents, and having a forensic response capability. Effective IT and staff policy, vendor tools of the trade, and computer forensic investigative services. In many companies, the examiners are kings because they have more knowledge of the subjects than their peers. So they are still subject to management pressures to produce the results, and at times this can be correct to their managed judgment. So the time restrictions can cause them to take shortcuts that invalidate the very evidence that they are trying to gather. They are criticism and to undo the pressure. Many of the specialists tend to work in isolations or as a part of hierarchical structures where they are computer expert. So computer intrusion detection services. So it is a latest security service that can be offered, and usually there are by the types of internet service providers. Of course, specialized security firms that have been eager to manage your firewall and authorized services. So the outsourcing security means divulging sensitive information about our network and corporate business practices. Some companies they have to get outside help, and given the difficulty of hiring security experts. Digital evidence collection. The following are some helpful tips that we can follow to help preserve the data for future computer forensic examination. It is, do not turn on or attempt to examine the suspect computer, and this could result in destruction of evidence. And identify all devices that may contain the evidence. Workstation computers, offsite computers, and removable storage devices. Network storage devices, and do not permit anyone to use the computers. Secure all removable media, turn off the computers, disconnect the computers from the network, forensically image all suspect media. Forensic process improvement, the risk any system connected to net faces is a product of vulnerability and threat, and the techniques covered in this section will help to determine the possible actions, motivations to their attacker. So if we can understand our attacker, that we can better defend against and respond to particular attack against our network. And it is important to understand the hackers will loop through several systems during the attack phase. Of course, it is important to understand that hackers will loop through several systems during the attack phase, like whose ping, trace route, finger, anonymous surfing, Usenet, file stack, Slack, and data hiding techniques. Trade secret informations and other sensitive data can easily be secreted using any number of techniques, and it is possible to hide diskettes within diskettes and to hide entire computer hard drive partitions. Internet related investigations. Issues and techniques related to the investigations of internet related matters should be covered in the course. This should include demonstrations of how internet related evidence differs from more traditional computer evidence. Emphasis should be placed on the investigation of internet based terrorist leads. Dual purpose programs. Programs can be designed to perform multiple processes and tasks at the same time. They can also be designed for delayed tasks and processes. These concepts should be demonstrated to the participants during the course through the use of specialized software. The participants should also have hands on experience with such programs. Text search techniques. Specialized search techniques and tools should be developed that can be used to define targeted strings of text in files, file slack, unallocated file space, and window swap files. Each participant should leave the class with the necessary knowledge to conduct the computer security reviews and computer related investigations. Fuzzy logic tools used to identify previously unknown text. A methodology and special computer forensic tools should be developed that aid in the identification of relevant evidence and unknown strings of text. Traditional computer evidence search is required that the computer specialist know that what is searched for. And this structure, participants should leave the course with a solid understanding of how computer hard disk and floppy disks are structured and how computer evidence can reside at various levels within the structure of the disk. Data encryption. A computer forensics training course should also cover how data is encrypted and illustrate the differences between good encryption and bad encryption. The participants should become familiar with the use of software to crack security associated with these different encryption file structures. Matching a floppy diskette to a computer, data compression. So these are all the internet abuse identification and detection services, the boot process and memory resident programs. Thank you.